Yeah, first of all, just why is this fight different than maybe the ones we've seen? Because, like you said, people didn't know you were going to be here maybe even 15, maybe even 10 years ago.
Well, I think it's basically, the foolishness of some that, dictate or want to dictate, predictions and outcomes of people's life and people's career. And you know what? Most of the time, out of fairness, they're right. But every now and then, you get those things that conceived to be weird to them, but not weird to me. Is that you got to deal with me different, think of me different when you come into that type of mindset. And I think that's what separates me from any era of the past to now, because I really believe that. I really believe I'm here for a purpose, man. I believe that I'm been doing this. I know what I'm personally doing it for purpose, but I believe I'm here for more than just on my own achievements. So wanting to do things because of my own accomplishments.
Oscar was talking about the fact that people don't celebrate you like they will once you retire. Do you feel like you get your just due?
Yeah, I think I get my just due in Philadelphia. I don't think I get my just due in sports wide around the world amongst the the American sports is the baseball, basketball, and football, where boxing falls in. So I don't think there's nothing personally towards Bernard Hopkins, and I'm not going to sound like a crybaby saying nobody's paying attention to me. But if you look at the American sports, what they say, the American baseball, Monday night now, Thursday night football, they even got 3 days. They got Monday, Thursday, and Sunday. They're going to have the whole weekend. Boxing got days too. I mean, don't get me wrong. But boxing is not the American sport, because I believe the American sport would never be something that they would recognize as boxing, because we was dominated at one time by all people that lived in the hood that looked like me and you. And now things have changed in the last 15, 20 years. It might loosen up just a little bit. But things will get ironed out. I'll be dead probably, but at the same time, I think there is always hope. I always want to think that realistically, but I think it's just a thing, man, where whether I'm gone and I'm respected, not fighting, I'm respected, or whether I'm respected now, I believe I'm respected. But I believe that it's just a thing where boxing is not looked upon amongst the top American sports, baseball, and I like baseball, and football, and basketball. And we get flushed out amongst that. And I didn't even throw NHL in there. I didn't even throw hockey in there. And now soccer looks like it's knocking the socks off of boxing when it comes around once or twice a year. But it's just a thing, man, where it is what it is. But it's nothing never like a big fight. You know that.
You talk like you had a lot of respect for your opponent that you're going to be facing next week, but at the same time, you hear him talking about sentiments of fighting dirty if he has to. What are your responses to him talking like that?
Well, maybe he's afraid of something. I don't. Nobody heard me say anything about what he would do, dirty or nothing like that. I don't get caught up in it. We fight, man. This is a fight. This is boxing. And when you're in that ring, man, you do what you can do. And as the referee says, protect yourself at all times. See, I used that leverage in life. That's why I walked off 9 years parole without a parking ticket and became a multi-millionaire. And you talking about American dream, I'm the best one at it. They will never tell you that. They'll tell you if I get violated, if I get a violation, right, or if I slipped up again, you understand? But right now it ain't important, and let's tuck that under the thing, white America. But I'm telling you right now, they'd rather a Russian beat me than me beat him. And that's just the way it is. I understand that. And you know what? It doesn't bother me. It just keep me ready, keep me fit and trim, almost 50, waistline 29. Sharp as attack in the ring. They can't understand that. They're trying to figure out what the heck, what is he doing? How? When he go to bed? At 8. When he get up? 5:30. What's his habits? Do he party? Do he hang out? Do he like things? No, he gotta like things. He gotta like jewelry. He gotta like something that's gonna persuade him.
One
Well,
more,
what he likes.
one more question for you. Oscar talked about the fact that when you were 30, you couldn't see you boxing until you were 40. Now you're approaching 50. Can you see retirement?
I don't think about retirement. I don't think about retirement. You know, the only people who don't think about death is insurance companies trying to sell you insurance. Like, I don't. To think about, if you're married, you're not going to think about divorce unless something happens. So, when you start thinking about, I got my feet on first base, but I want to have it on second, you hedging your bets, and that's when you get caught. That's unsurety of what you want to do or what you're not going to do. I don't think that way. I'm really not a one-sided thinker, but I'm a guy that when I get my mind on this, whatever it is, I'm going to accomplish that. And that was part of my life. I'd have graded for it. Most of these people know, but they get tired of hearing the story. Don't you understand when they said, you got 9 years, you're 25 years old, it's 1988, you're in the drug culture of crack cocaine in every city in America, but you got 9 years to walk off without getting a violation, and you lose your first fight. And I told her I'm not coming back.
Well, Tim, you promised.
Hold up, don't you understand? When you're dealing with a man that type of focus, why am I explaining myself about why I am who I am and why I'm doing this so long? Don't you understand? It started from somewhere. When you start looking at that time and that statement, you'll be like, yo, we missed it. This dude, man, it's been like that. What I missed? And then you start explaining, don't you know he had no money. He ain't had nothing. He was dealt by his own doing a bad hand, and he made lemon without lemons. Then you would say to yourself, man, I ain't when he asked me that. Because you know what? I already know this dude dealing with something totally different. That separates me from good or bad. From any person that you ever meet in life when it comes to how I feel about me. Now there's a chance y'all can be proven wrong. You got that same demeanor I got, you might have a chance. But if you don't, which most don't, you're in trouble. That's the difference. That's the difference, man. It's in my spirit. I talk, but I believe it. And I understand it.